Good morning, friends. It's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Monday, September 29th, 2014. I've had a couple short Daily Dashes lately. This one might be a little longer because there is so much to cover from the weekend. So let me get right to it. So some sad news. We had not even a couple deaths, just instances of tragedy this weekend. There was a volcano that erupted that killed dozens of people. There was a collegiate bus crash carrying a softball team that killed 4 of the team members. And the FAA tower, I guess the flight control tower outside of Chicago, wasn't just a shutdown. There was a fire. I guess it was a suicide, and the guy knew what he was doing. Basically, flights are still grounded, and it's affected so much across the country. So the other kind of, I guess, interesting news, Obama is admitting now that U.S. officials have underestimated ISIS and the power they have, and also the ability of the armies over there to help deal with them. And then also this enterovirus, this kind of mystery virus that once was kind of isolated to a few states across the country, that's affecting how children breathe and just really, hospitalizing them. It's so serious, is now in 40 states and is causing polio-like symptoms, even paralysis in some children. So Tennessee somehow, I don't even want to say it by the grace of God because this isn't a God thing, but Tennessee has not been affected yet or has no reported cases yet, but still terrifying for all the parents involved in that. So moving on to some happier news, Chelsea Clinton had a baby girl on Friday. George Clooney, all the rage. Sorry, ladies. I love when the news says, sorry, ladies, he's off the market. Like anyone had a chance of meeting George Clooney and falling in love and marrying him. But whatever the news wants to say, they can say. Anyway, he got married in Venice this weekend. The marriage ceremony was this weekend. I guess actually this morning is when they actually went and signed the paperwork at the city hall, etc., etc. And what else did I want to tell you about? Oh, and Derek Jeter said goodbye to baseball. So his last home game was Thursday night, I believe, in New York, but Sunday was the final game in Boston. I just applaud him for not ending, just last game at home he ended. He actually followed through with his last game of the season. So kudos to you, and kudos to the Red Sox fans for supporting him. So that was great. So from the weekend, if you followed along on my Twitter, Instagram at TheSammyCone, you saw all the fun we had with the Tommy Nelson mommies. Just a great, great time to bring these women of God together to not only encourage them, but also just really pour out our hearts from the Tommy Nelson team and then show them Nashville. I mean, we were at Gaylord Opryland. We went to Loveless Cafe and Puckett's and Opry Mills and Johnny Rockets, and then capped it all off with a fabulous evening at the Grand Ole Opry. Ended up surprising them with a backstage tour. And if you saw video of Jonathan Jackson from the show Nashville kind of warming up. And then, yes, I want to just set the record straight. There was a moment when we passed by Vince Gill, well, a couple times, but there's one when Vince Gill was in his kind of dressing room waiting to go on. The majority of the mommies were dutifully listening to the tour guide. Tara, another one of our mommies, snapped a great picture. How can you let that moment pass you by? So I happened to lean in and say, if you need another background singer, I'm here for you. And he responded with, you never know when you need one more. So it wasn't a no. But he didn't call me on stage. So the funniest part of this, though, and Vince, I'm sorry, I guess we were in the suite afterwards back at Opryland, and someone said something about country, and I said, it's surprising how much he's beloved at the Opry for a Christian singer. And they were like, he's a country legend. I'm like, no, he's not. He's a Christian singer. They're like, no, he's married to Amy Grant, but he's a country music legend. So I'm sorry. I knew Go Rest High on This Mountain, and that's it. So I guess I wouldn't have been a very good backup singer after all, because I didn't even know that Vince Gill was country and not Christian. I mean, I know he's, you know what I mean. I'm sure he's a Christian that sings country. Bonus dance break. That was just for you. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to go work with iBlog. Gotta go. See you later. Bye. Out.